All right, well, let's take you to Pretoria now, where we continue to monitor the Women's Day commemorations, or the run-up to them. SABC News reporter Nozintomi Miya is on standby. We go live to her now. Nozintomi, a good morning to you. Has that march gotten off yet towards the union buildings this morning?
Thank you so much, Naledi. Today, it seems as though it's a case of hurry up slowly. We do know that the MEC of Community Safety, as well as the MEC for Sports, have just made their way here to the Sammy Marks precinct, where they will be addressing the all-female policing platoon that we've been seeing doing their marches, doing their drills. We're now at about the fourth drill that they've done now while we're still waiting. But we've moved from where we were on the opposite side. We've now come up a little bit closer to where the Sammy Marks square is. And where I'm standing right now, I'm going to ask my camera colleague and I to show you where we're standing now, Naledi. We're standing right where you can see that the road has been closed off. You can see that there's been road closures off here. We're going to try and walk a little bit closer to try and speak to some of the ordinary people around here, especially the women, to try and get a sense from them whether they know what the importance and significance of today's day is. But Naledi, you can see that this road has been closed off, and this is Madiba Street. And Madiba Street intersects with Lillian Ngoye. And as we cautioned earlier on, that motorists must just be a little bit careful when they are driving along the intersecting roads of Madiba Street, because some of the roads might just be closed off, and it might cause a little bit of disruptions to traffic. But we have seen that the police have been here in quite a large number of force. I do see two women over there. We're going to try and see whether we get a chance to speak to them. And these are some of the women that are dressed in the policing uniforms here. I see two ladies here. Hi ladies, how are you? How's it going? Do you know that today is National Women's Day?
Yes.
What does that day mean for you?
Jo means everything, because Jo ke bolela ka home language.
Yes, definitely. Iminisa in National Women's Day for it.
Minister, or like today to celebrate the letsatsi la basadi, re tlhomphe basadi e segolo.
Yeah.
Because badala role e kgolo mo.
So we must respect women because they play a big role. What do you think about what you're seeing here, the police, and there's all women police officers marching? Do you think that's an amazing thing, or do you think it's just a waste of more taxpayers' money?
It's an amazing thing. Yeah, very amazing. Because vele ba bontsha gore ba bona ra basadi. Yes.
And that's the key word, right? Honoring women, right?
Honoring,
And
yes.
in our society, we have such massive problems such as gender-based violence and issues like that. For yourself as a young woman, what are the biggest challenges you think women in South Africa face?
Yes, gender basic violence vele, and then nna ke bona ka raisa di wimrao, because each and every day yana mela, each and every day, so tshwantse ba ilebelle vele.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think we're going to leave it there with this young lady. We're going to also try and speak to more ladies here. And these are people that are, this young lady here is taking a picture of herself. Isn't this really, Naledi, just a picture of South Africa's democracy, where you're seeing young women being able to do what they want to do? Hi, Sissy, how are you? I see you taking pictures here. Did you know that today is National Women's Day?
Yes.
What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Do you know what it means?
Yes.
Don't be shy, speak. It means National Women's Day.
It means with him, God, is the importance of the woman.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see the guys are also agreeing with you as well. They're in support. Just before I let you go, what do you think is the biggest issue that women face in South Africa?
Unemployment
Unemployment.
and violence.
Violence. For the unemployment thing, what do you think needs to happen for there to be issues fixed along unemployment? What should government do? What should the president do?
To create more job opportunities.
Especially for women, especially for black women.
Especially for black women.
Thank you. We're going to leave it there. But I mean, isn't that really just a picture of what modern day society is? This is what our forefathers, women forebearers fought for. They fought for women's empowerment. I'm going to ask my camera colleague Gabi to just continue panning and showing you more of this, Naledi. You know, the aim is really to get a sense of what the vibe looks like. And as I said to you, that the mood is quite high, it's quite vibrant. We are standing here outside Sammy Mark Square. We have spoken to some of the women. We do know that Union Buildings is where Amabokoto were, and this is where Lillian Goyi and Helen Joseph and Rahima Musa and Sophie Williams-Rain led a protest of more than 20,000 women to the then Prime Minister's office to do a petition. And what we are seeing here before the march gets underway, the symbolic Women's March made up of policing platoons. We are seeing a hive of activity. We're seeing tight security, and we're seeing the realities of what these women, Abomam Lillian Goyi, fought for freedom, for liberation, for women and men to be able to go about their business without being infringed on, without being forced to have to carry a pass, and being able to just enjoy the benefits of an open and free society, just like almost any other woman in any democratic society. And you can see here some of these women who are also part of today's celebrations, wearing their beautiful regalia. We're going to try and speak to them as well. Dimalang Ligama. You guys look so absolutely beautiful today. What a representation of National Women's Day. What does National Women's Day mean to you?
Basadi sale ba marcha ka 1956 ba marchetsa ko Union Buildings for ditokelo tsa basadi gore basadi ba ska oppressiwa, basadi ba kry ditokelo le ko meberekong ka gore no na le kgethollo ya gore he o le mosadi swantse o kry position ya go tlase le tšhelete ne di sa lekane.
So you're talking about the issue of how, Mam Lillian Goyi marched to Union Buildings to fight for women to be able to actually break through the glass ceiling. And that's such an important point, isn't it? Especially in our country now where we're facing such massive unemployment figures, where most of the unemployed people are young black women. What do you think needs to happen for that to be addressed?
I think that, yes, especially now, our youth are not working. Yeah, we at least if our women, they can make sure our young are deployed, especially on the higher positions.
Yeah.
And then even the president must make sure to assist
The
young people to get the jobs, please.
Thank you absolutely so much.
We want as women.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that. I mean, that is absolutely riveting and such important points being made here, Naledi. We've spoken to 3 women and they've spoken about the issue of high unemployment among young women, as well as the issue of gender-based violence being critical issues that need to be dealt with. So we'll hear in the president's speech, when he makes his speech a little bit later in the main program, when the program gets underway as the day progresses, what big points he'll be addressing and how he'll be looking as the president of the country to address these key challenges that women on the ground are crying for assistance and for help on. And they're saying that these are issues that need to be dealt with, women-related issues that need to be dealt with urgently. But as it stands now, where we are at Sammy Mark's precinct, the march is still yet to get underway. We do know that the all-women policing platoons are still being addressed by the MEC of Safety and Security, as well as Sports, Arts and Culture before that march gets underway. But once it does get underway, it will be quite a brisk march from here all the way to the Union Buildings. It's about a 2-kilometer walk from here up until Union Buildings, where the platoon will be then meeting up with a broader team of people that will be at the Union Buildings, where the main commemoration events will be taking place, Naledi.